Uh, oh, hello, Hannah. It's very rude to call someone smelly. You don't know, you damn well should know. My name is ragreynolds, and today I'm going to be taking viewer questions. I'm also going to be allowing call-ins, so if anyone would like to come into the stream and ask me anything for up to 10 minutes, then feel free to DM me on Twitter or maybe not Instagram, or on Discord, and just get my attention, and I'll get you in here if you really want in here. Where I went to fall off the edge of the world? That's an interesting story. You see, just basically, I was going for a walk one day. I decided, okay, let's do a bit of exercise. I've sat around long enough. I'm feeling super fat today, so I decided to go for a walk. And on my walk, I lost track of time. I lost track of everything, and suddenly, I fell. I don't know how I fell. I don't know where. It was the edge of the earth. I was very fortunate to be saved by a man known as James Finlayson. He grabbed me by the arm and pulled me back onto the rest of the earth, and I went about my day. That's what happened. I'm not saying the earth is flat. I don't believe that the earth is necessarily flat. I mean, you can fall off the edge of something that isn't entirely flat. I mean, say the earth was a cube. I'm not saying the earth's a cube, but imagine it's a cube, right? So if the earth's a cube, there's a bunch of different flat sides to it. It doesn't mean the whole thing's flat. It means there's a bunch of flat pieces. So I could have fallen off a single one. I'm not saying it's a cube, but there you go. And yeah, it could be a donut. It could be something like a donut. That could be possible. What is the best breakfast food? I mean, I think the undisputed king of breakfast foods has easily got to be bacon. I mean, who doesn't like bacon? Everyone loves bacon. That's the reason a lot of vegetarians and vegans stop being vegetarians and vegans is bacon. But yeah, Belgium exists. I mean, I don't know much about Belgium, but yeah, I think it exists. The only country that is believed to exist that I know doesn't for sure is Australia. Right now, how do you say this? How do you say this meme guy's name? Where's my baking costume, Hannah? I've got it here somewhere. Oh, there we go. Is that a better look? I like the baking costume. Very nice. Now, how do you say that? Memulus. Okay. Why? Memulus. Okay. Does England exist? Yes, I'm afraid it is. I don't know who Slazo is. I've seen the name a few times. I don't know who Slazo is. You are Ivan from Discord. Lovely. Lovely. Yeah, I mean, who doesn't like... the only problem with this is it doesn't sit very well. I wish it would sit a bit better. Everyone loves bacon. I mean, as I said, bacon is the undisputed king of breakfast food. Abdullah Rudin, do you play Fortnite? No, I do not play Fortnite. I played Fortnite like twice in my life. I mean, it's not absolutely terrible. I mean, it's just, I guess a lot of the people who play it are terrible because they're just children who sleep in race car beds and shit. Yeah, I'm very close to 2K subs. I'm paying attention to that. I'm currently 1,980 subscribers. Every time I click onto the tab, it goes up. How tall is Memulus? I bet he's like 3 feet tall because he's a child. Did Bush do the Holocaust? Unfortunately, I don't think I can really say yes to that because he was alive way after that. Australia exists. Australia exists. No, it doesn't. Did Hitler do 9/11? I don't think so. He was dead. And what do I think about Denmark? Okay, the problem with Denmark is pretty simple. Denmark, I don't know if you know this, but they use bacon rashers instead of actual money. Okay? Now, there was recently a bacon shortage in Scotland and the UK. I'm not sure if it was just Scotland or the UK. So I was very annoyed with Denmark because they could stop using bacon as currency and solve our bacon crisis. Okay? Australia exists. Ragreynolds wants to know your location. Okay. What do you think about Canada? Oh, boy. I mean, I don't think it's a very exciting place. I mean, there's good and bad to it, but Canada's a very place, especially the leadership. Terrible. Okay, if you want proof of anything, can you ask it in a question? Like actually ask me a damn question rather than just saying proof, 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 proof. Australia exists, idiot. Blah blah blah. Is Australia real? No, it's not. Thank you, iPad gamer, for asking question. That's how you're supposed to do it. Everyone follow an iPad gamer's lead. Now, why are you asking me if Australia? I just answered that question. I literally just answered that damn question. I said no, it's not real. Is Australia gay? Can I fit my whole hand in my mouth? No. Okay. I never once said that. What DMs am I checking, Hannah? Daddy Yeet. Which DMs am I checking? I'm looking all over the place, but I don't know where you're DMing me. I never said that Australians were actors. Okay? I never said that. I made it perfectly clear that the people who live in Australia and who go to Australia are drugged on a drug called chirotini. They are delusional. They imagine everything. It's like they dream it all. That's how it works. I never said anyone was an actor. Okay? And okay, Hannah, I'm checking Twitter. Okay. Okay. Hannah, I sent you a link. Please check that. Is Stoke a good football team? I don't care about football. Football is garbage, so I'm not even going to answer that. Is Laserbeam real? Unfortunately, yes, Laserbeam is a real person. I wish he wasn't, but unfortunately he is. Oh shit, now I can hear myself. Yeah. There we go. There is a way to avoid being drugged there. The cure to the drug, the antidote, so to speak, is vinegar. So when I went there, I hate vinegar. Hi, Hannah. I'm telling a story about when I went to Australia and I had to drink vinegar to
epic.
use as an antidote. But I hate vinegar, and I only managed to drink half the bottle, so I only kinda counteracted the drug. Dude, I'm from Ireland. Can I be on your stream? Sure. You can be on the stream. Just DM me on Twitter or Discord or somewhere, and I'll send you a link. What about Finland? What about Finland? Henkaz. Are you asking me if I think it's real or not? Like, I don't know. Well, yeah, in Australia, you don't want to buy vinegar because how is that going to be vinegar? I don't know. Hi, George Jones. Sky Ria of Sky Does Scotland exist? I mean, I suppose it does. Okay, Hannah, hello.
Oh, hi. So how's your day, first of all?
It's pretty good, I suppose. I'm approaching 2K subs, so that's
I
pretty cool.
noticed that. I yeah, Grandma, leave me alone. I'm busy. Um, so I got a DM from someone yesterday, genuinely concerned about your being and how people would react to the video that Fraser and Mimulus made yesterday. So I was kind of wondering how are you dealing with all this? How are you enjoying the attention you are currently getting?
I've I've always enjoyed attention. You know that, Hannah. So
Oh yeah.
So of course, I mean, I love the attention. It's always been the aim, I suppose. I mean, who would make a YouTube account? Who would make YouTube videos if they didn't want attention? So if you're getting attention and you're making YouTube videos, that you're getting what you want, I suppose. So I'm very happy with that, and I'm dealing with it very well. I mean, most of the people are idiots and are sending hate comments and saying how stupid I am, but that's not true. They think they're pulling one over on me. They think they're got the one up on me. Well, they're wrong because I'm the one who has the one up on them. They are the dummies, and most of them are like 13 years old. I mean, and the ones younger than that, they're all sleeping in little race car beds like I Blabber is.
Are you wearing the ragreynolds stalked me shirt?
Oh, of course I'm wearing the Rag Reynolds Stalk Me shirt. How could you tell?
Well, I saw ragreynolds. I'm like, yep, there it is.
Rag Reynolds stalked me. He literally stalked me. Where is short videos at these days? I will be doing a reaction to Memulus's video, Henkaz. I'll be doing that tomorrow. I will have a response video up. Okay. Right now, did I miss a question or two? I think I did.
All right, I'm gonna go finish my homework and take a shower now. So enjoy your stream.
Good job. Thank you, Hannah.
No problem. Good luck.
Okay, Henkaz is Finland real? I don't know if I answered that. Yes, Finland real. I don't really know much about Finland, but I'm pretty sure it's real. Bullduck, I'm subscribed now. Can I get a thing now? What thing do you want? My undying gratitude? Okay. Does Australia exist? I've answered that already. What is this? This is a stream, gal to score. Hashtag you're an idiot. Lovely. There's a spider behind me. There's no spider behind me. Yeah, you're an attention-seeking biatch. Guilty as charged. Here, Ragreynolds, seriously answer me. Did you know that Bangladesh would be flooded if Australia didn't exist? Australia doesn't exist, and Bangladesh isn't flooded. I think I just proved you wrong. What's my Twitter? My Twitter is currently at notraghehe. I will type that in the chat. Notraghehe. I've had about 1 million accounts banned, so that's my current one. I'm not going to be eating a spider. Where was I? I'm a middle-aged man and I'm worried about getting vinegar now. You should be, SC. I'm not going to be reacting to Memulus's video live, Bullduck. I will be making a response video tomorrow. My girlfriend is from Australia. Should I kill her? No, but what you should do is drown her in vinegar until she is cured. Okay. Where was it? Okay, you can't bring vinegar in a flight. Oh no, you'll have to smuggle it. Well, where am I going? Right. Am I real? Yes, I am real. I am very real. Some of you might hate that fact. Some of you might be very upset, but I'm afraid that's the truth. I love your videos. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Spiffy. Thank you. I appreciate that. Best Peon, I made a video defending you against iBlabber. Well, good job. Did I see that video? Did I comment on it? I've been commenting on all those videos that have been made defending me. So if I haven't, I'll get to it. What spider are you talking about? There is no spider. Thanks, Walmisho. Oh, is Britain real? Yeah, I suppose so. Are you a convict? No. Oh, thanks for the donation, Matt Bailey, for the £2 donation. Tell us about the flat Earth. It's not a flat Earth, okay? There is no flat Earth. I never once said the Earth was flat. I said one very simple thing. I said that I fell off the edge of the Earth. That doesn't mean that it's flat. Okay? It doesn't need to be entirely flat to have edges. Hello, I blabber. Now please stop sexually harassing me in my live stream chat. Where is Laserbeam from? Some fake place. I don't think you'd get jailed for smuggling vinegar. I mean, maybe in the fake Australia, and when you go into New Zealand to try and smuggle it in there, maybe you would there because they don't want the secret getting out. They don't want people being cured, so that would make a lot of sense. You need vinegar for suicide. I don't feel like vinegar for suicide is the best way to kill yourself. I think there are more effective ways than that. Oh, you're responding to me very soon, are you, I blabber? I'm shaking in my boots. I'm so scared. I'm so scared of your response. I fell off the edge of something, friend. Yeah, Matt Bailey, I did fall off the edge of something, and I'm pretty sure it was the edge of the Earth. I mean, I'm open to being wrong. I'm open to hearing other stories, other theories, but I'm just telling you, I fell off the edge of the Earth. Pretty sure the cure for the drug is ammonia mixed with bleach. Okay, we'll tell some people that. Thanks for another donation, Matt Bailey, even if it was just to say that Memulus is better. Memulus is trash, and I will be responding to him tomorrow. Is Memulus real? Unfortunately. I mean, I'm not going to say unfortunately, yes. I mean, it's probably pretty good, because I got a lot of attention from his videos, so thank you, Memulus, for that. Okay, Anton, I'll see your message right now. Okay, Anton, I sent you a link. If anyone else wants to join the stream, send me a DM on Twitter and you can join. Have you watched Mr. Beast's video on the Earth being flat? I don't know who Mr. Beast is, so no, I have not. Memulus is in here. I don't believe you. If Memulus was here, like in this room with me, I'd take my boot off and throw it to him, and he better polish it up real nice before he brings it back. You're right, Des. I am going to destroy Memulus. Am I going to make a diss track on iBlabber? No, I'm not going to make a diss track on iBlabber. I will admit I'm not the greatest at rapping or singing or anything like that. And can we get something straight? It's iBlabber, not iNabber. So I would appreciate it if when you're saying his name in my chat, you say iBlabber rather than iNabber. Makes more sense. It's what I want. Okay. Thanks, Spiffy. Hi, Scott. Dude, beware your neighbors and read carefully. If Australia didn't exist, warm currents from the Pacific would melt ice caps, making sea levels rise and flooding Bangladesh. Didn't you hear me before? Australia doesn't exist, and Bangladesh has not flooded. I think it proves you're wrong. And even if that wasn't the case, even if Bangladesh would be flooded and Australia was real, and if it wasn't there, that would flood. Who cares about Bangladesh? So, okay. Please stop speaking about Memulus. We need you to discuss how to effectively smuggle vinegar into fake Australia, guys. Please get to it. I agree. I mean, I think that is... I've never even considered trying to cure people and getting things in there, so it could work. I mean, I think it would be especially good if we started doing that to maybe helping out Australians that are already in our countries that aren't in New Zealand, Australia, whatever. If they were around here, and you start giving them the cure, and then maybe they'll wake up, and then their family and friends can get woken up too, and that could cure the whole thing. Why do I think Australia isn't real? I've given ample evidence. There's too much to say. I can't go over it.
Dude. New Zealand isn't real either?
No, New Zealand is perfectly real, unfortunately. But that is... I don't know if you've watched my videos, because most people here don't seem to have actually paid attention to what I've said in my videos, but I'll give you a brief run over, okay? So basically, what happens is no one is in Australia. They are all in a small, cut off, huge. It's not small, but it's small in regards to the size of New Zealand or Australia. Anyway, there's a huge city sectioned off for these Australians, and it's in New Zealand, and they are all drugged with a drug known as chirotini. Okay, usually administered through the air. And for these Australians, it happens at birth, and they are brainwashed from that point. So they all live there. When you go there for a holiday, a vacation, whatever, on the plane, on the boat, that is when you get drugged on your way over. You never leave that plane. You just think that you do. That's basically what it is. And so I never said anyone was an actor or anything like that.
One second. You mentioned Australians, as in there are people on the earth now who think they're Australian?
Yes. None of them are actors. They are drugged and they have been brainwashed.
Whoa. It's like the biggest cult in the world. I mean, second.
I'm not sure it's a cult. I mean, they're not doing it on purpose. There's no real. I mean, could you pass my book over, please? Could you pass me medium rare, please? I'm going to read you a little story in a second. Okay. Because it would just be so much easier. I'm just going to read a little extract here. Where is it? This is my book, Medium Rare, A Guide to Fine Dining and Perfect Timing. Available everywhere that matters. Now, where is this? There it is. Page 123.
Someone said, please dab.
Please dab. That's the best dab you're going to get. Please never put my name in the same sentence as I blabber unless it's something like ragreynolds will destroy I blabber. That offends me. I'm not going to burn my precious book. It's a great book. Anyway, where was I? Here we go. Australia isn't real. What if I was to tell you that everything anyone has ever told you about Australia doesn't even matter? You see, for the longest time, I was pretty worked up over Australia. I couldn't handle the fact that such a terrible place could actually exist. Hold on. I blabber wants a boxing match. Okay. I accept your challenge, stupid. Now what? I was mad because somehow in some way a place existed on planet Earth where all of the people sounded like they were suffering from speech disorders. They lived amongst animals that would only be seen otherwise if you were watching in the night garden, and had an all-around level of obnoxiousness rivaled only by the likes of myself and those annoying people who try to hand you flyers on the street. But saying that, even those fools cannot compete with Australia when it comes to being obnoxious. Just how could a nation exist that was built from convicts that no one else wanted, and that also managed to lose a war to a bunch of dumb birds? I blabber will destroy, ragreynolds. I made sure that they were two separate sentences. Okay. That's fair game. Ragreynolds would pass out trying to walk across the parking lot to get to him. False. I will destroy I blabber, and when I'm done, I will continue on to 2019 when I'm going to fight PewDiePie. Essie, yes, I think real vinegar could be a possible cure to New Zealand protects fake Australia. We need to get real vinegar to Australia, and New Zealand also don't have real vinegar. You're probably right. I think you're right. Dude, beware your neighbors under bed. You just proved your point. Bangladesh isn't flooded yet, despite being a low-lying area because Australia blocking warm Pacific. Oops, where'd he go? Lying area. I don't know what you're talking about. I really don't. Shut up, Harry Underwood.
If I might say, okay, have you ever heard of a national dish or anything that came out of New Zealand that involved the ingredient vinegar? No, I don't think so. There's a fucking pattern here, man.
You're right. Oh, you're definitely right. I can't think of anything that came out of there involving vinegar at all, actually.
Or any tasty food whatsoever. So that's another layer.
Yeah, I think you're right. King for all the world, hail Ragreynolds. Thank you, Hoodoo, or however the fuck you say your name. Okay, how much is the book? I don't know how much it is right now. You'll have to go check. There is a link in the description. What has PewDiePie done? Nothing. He's just on my radar because it's the biggest YouTuber. I mean, am I a meme? Maybe. I'm going
He's
to
the next
assume.
on your list, right?
Yeah, of course he has to be on the
You're
list.
working your way up, like.
Yeah, I have to start somewhere. iBlabber is going to get destroyed. I've already destroyed short videos and Steel Stream News and Skelly Boy. Those were all previous bits of drama you can check out on my channel. Now it's iBlabber. Maybe we'll add Memulus on there, and we're going to get to PewDiePie. I'm going to sumo wrestle Boogie 2988 for the iBlabber vs ragreynolds undercard. Sounds good to me. I will be waiting, iBlabber. You're going to need to DM me about the details of this, or please explain it in your next video or something. Thanks, Lyrios, or however you say your name. This is quality content. Okay, I'll leave. Okay. Opinions on England. Depends which part of England. Some of England's okay. Some of it is absolute garbage. Your book is £15. Thank you. I thought it might have been on sale right now. Destroy you next, Daddy. I don't want to destroy you. I don't despise you. I don't have anything against you, Hannah. You can help me destroy someone. How about that? Yes, I'm going to make a response to Memulus's video. I'm going to do that tomorrow. Box T-Series, not PewDiePie. I don't know who T-Series is. Where am I from? I'm from Scotland. Anyway, iBlabber eats earwax. Daniel, you're my new favorite. Actually, me and my mate will box is the undercard. Okay. My book is available in the link in the description below this stream. Destroy me, Daddy Reno. You people are hilarious. I've been patient you as a guru to all the world. Keep it up and down with Australia. Okay.
Someone thinks England's a city.
Bro, you're the greatest troll or really dumb person. Well, Australia doesn't exist, okay? Right.
Like,
Do you actually think Australia doesn't exist? Of course. What are you saying, sorry?
When you're finished reading that, can I ask you a question? Because, you know, my grandparents were to Australia, so, you know, I want to iron out some details, you know, because I totally believed them when they came back. Like, they had a great time.
Okay, yeah, you can. We'll ask that in a second. I'm not going to read much more of this. Hannah Vi's right here, and I'm glad you read my book every day. I don't believe you, but I'm glad you said that. What other places don't exist? I don't know. Narnia, Atlantis.
Atlantis exists, motherfucker.
Anyway, I'm trying to find. There was something important I was looking here. Okay, yeah. Much like a Holocaust denier, or a fat person who is only fat due to genetics denier, I am an Australia denier. The theory regarding Australia I lean most towards is one I came up with myself. And the theory goes as follows. So I'm about to give you my theory, okay? So if you all just shut up about your proof and does Australia exist, I'm about to give you the theory, okay?
Someone else in your hangout.
The founder of New Zealand hated how his people sounded when they spoke. He realized that the rest of the world probably would too. And since they were entering into an age where it was quite obvious that the entire world would be communicating via audio and video and not just written word, it was necessary to make their country known as anything other than the worst received country known to man. So the founder got his council together and they put together a plan. They were going to take all of the worst parts of their culture, make it 50 times worse, force it into the minds of the 100 lowest IQ citizens they had, and then put those people into an abandoned city together with cameras on them 24/7. New Zealand had essentially set out to create a fake reality show in order to fool the world into thinking that there was a place worse than their homeland. But in the end, it turned into something bigger than they ever could have imagined. The council got obsessed with their little project, and as the technology of the world was rapidly developing, they decided it might be a good idea to start introducing strange new animals that you would normally only see watching strange television shows. So they created the robotic creature that we know today as a kangaroo. There is a video on YouTube by GeoBeats News YouTube channel, and they show that the technology does exist to create robotic fake kangaroos. From what I can make out from everything I've seen regarding this, it seems like the New Zealand government have realized that people such as myself are onto them, and they want to start making people think they're putting out robotic kangaroos into the wild to live among the real kangaroos. That's why this technology is developing so fast. Now, you may be wondering, if Australia isn't real, then how come people I know say that they have been there? Well, you see, there's a perfectly simple explanation for this. In fact, there are 3 explanations, depending on what your situation actually is. I'm going to pause for a second and look at the chat. Okay. How about photos took from space? I mean, Photoshop exists. I don't know what you're talking about, especially if like a company as big as NASA, clearly they've got the funds to Photoshop a little picture.
Well, you know, Google was financed by DARPA, so, you know, they're just a military organization anyway.
Exactly, thank you. Who asks, haha, when did you write the Bible? I've actually got 2 books. I published one book in 2013. It's called The Epitome of Perfecting, the Step-by-Step Guide to Being a Great Human Being. And then I have this book, Medium Rare, A Guide to Fine Dining and Perfect Timing. I published this last year. Anyway, links to both are in the description down below. Wagwan Reynolds, Wagwan Stream. Lovely. What substances am I taking? I'm drinking water.
Wagwan.
What?
It's Wagwan.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Google Maps have also been drugged. Lovely. Dude, beware your neighbor is under your bed. Just...
That's their name.
You're dumb.
And can I ask a question? Where can I buy a pint of Wagwan? I'd love to be on what you're on, man.
Badger, I will fight iBlabber. If he's serious about that, we will do it. We will do it, and it'll be under his terms. I don't care. But we will do it. He said he wanted to do it. He challenged me. So I'm happy to do it. Rag is woke. Very woke. Someone's asking if there's an ebook version. My first book, there is an ebook available. My second book, you cannot directly buy an ebook, but you can buy them through me as an ebook, or it is also a perk on my Patreon. I do offer ebook versions of both of my books under one of the tiers. We should ethnically cleanse the Australians. That's a bit too far. I'm not advocating for genocide. I don't want anyone to die here. I'm just trying to get the truth out there. Scotland doesn't exist. Oh, I'm so upset now. I'm so upset. Not. Are you Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior? I mean, if you read my first book, I've got a whole story about that. So I'm not going to get into that right now. iBlabber is scrawny. You'll ruin him. Of course, he's in his own words, he is a scrawny beta vegan cuck. That's his own words. Hi, Vixie. It's not nice to call people uglies. Can I buy you a ticket to Australia? Please do. Try it. I will come one more time. I'll try it, but I don't think it'll work. How about if the terms are you have to pay iBlabber that much money to fight him? I'm not paying him anything. I'm not paying him anything at all. Are trans mentally ill? I mean, I don't think they're necessarily mentally ill, but it's certainly not a normal thing. I mean, it's gender dysphoria. It is a condition. I mean, it's not a condition you treat and have to treat anyone badly, but gender dysphoria. I mean, mental illness is a harsh term. I wouldn't say that. That's like saying someone who's gay is. I don't think that's right. But it's certainly an irregular thing. T-Series is going to beat PewDiePie in around 2 to 4 weeks. Why is Siri activating? Hey Siri, why is Siri asking me about PewDiePie? Shut up. Connor or Khabib? Khabib. I bought a didgeridoo. A didgeridoo? There is huge. If you go there, can you get one? No. iBlabber looks, I don't know. iBlabber looks like a pleb. I'm Alex, and I'm Alex is clapped. I'll take your word for it, because I like you. You're crazier than I thought. What's so crazy about me? Please make iBlabber a shirt. That is a good idea. On my merch store, I think there's a link to my merch store under this video in the description. Yes, there is. I'm going to make an iBlabber shirt. I'll do that tomorrow, if I remember. If I remember, I'm going to make an iBlabber shirt on there. That'd be great. Yes, I've watched Memelis's video about me, and I'm going to post a response video about that tomorrow.
charger out, please.
What charger?
The charger.
All trannies have the same mental malfunction. Are you a communist or a capitalist pig? I mean, I'm certainly closer to a pig than anything, so we'll go with that. You loved my role in Train Spotting. Thanks a lot. Which one was I? There isn't a huge desert in the middle of New Zealand. I already explained this. People, I'm done with this book. Keep that back, please.
Ragreynolds.
Keep this back, please.
Noble Mold's shirt. What?
Yeah, I already explained this. The people are drugged. They are brainwashed. Of course, there's no huge desert. I heard this kid Alex likes to drink bathtub water. I believe it. Probably eats sand as well.
What?
Oh, hi, Mass Trap. I noticed you. The outback is bigger than New Zealand. Okay, but no one's debating the size. I already explained. If you're drugged and brainwashed, it doesn't matter. You just think the place is huge. It doesn't need to be physically bigger when you're... Never mind. Make a ragreynolds shirt.
That's what I was trying to say. I don't understand what that is.
Maybe.
Can I ask my question about...
Okay, yeah, ask your... Well, hold on. Just let me get to the bottom of the chat.
Yeah, no. You go ahead.
Do you like Trump?
Oh, God.
I'm 50-50 on Trump. I like him 50% of the time. I don't like him 50% of the time. Capitalism. Yes, Vixie. Will always prevail. Yes. Mass blow up. He definitely eats sand. Texas doesn't exist. I'd like to go to Texas. Just to go to like one of those huge... I don't know. Is that just like a stereotype about all those huge steakhouses? I don't know.
I'm pretty sure.
He is a troll, a delusional one too. Who is? Who's a troll? I don't know any trolls. I like drugs. Do they give the Australians cocaine as well? No, you can't. It's carotene and carotene only, okay? When you respond to me emails, try to remain calm about it and list extensive evidence. I'll think about it. I agree, Vixie. I've seen Australia, blah, blah, blah. I don't care about you. The British and Captain Cook sounds about as legit as Captain Birdseye or Colonel Sanders. I'm not buying it. Okay. Where will this boxing match take place? I don't know yet, Badger. I don't know when we're fighting, when I'm fighting I Blabber. And no, I'm not single. It's just David. And I'm not homo either. Man just wants to go to Texas to eat. Love that. Basically, yes. What about heroin? Do they provide heroin for the Australians?
Someone
I don't know.
asked, do you like this person? Do you even know who this is?
I do not know who Will Me is or whoever they are. Okay, you don't care about... Right. What's your name? Anton, ask your question.
All right. So, from what you've been telling me, I figure that Australia is just this like big city where, the whole thing about Sydney. Oh yeah, we're all such a big party city. I mean, maybe that's the only city people end up in is quote unquote Sydney. And then they go all fucking crazy and that's it. But I was wondering, like, what about the quote unquote outback? And I'm thinking, like, when you were saying, like, the outback, rather someone was saying the outback, the desert in the middle of New Zealand isn't as big as the outback. Well, like, my grandparents were there and they went and met some Aborigines and, they didn't go any further than maybe like 50 miles at most.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, this could easily all be staged, really. I mean, like, all they need to do is meet some brown people and say, oh, look, we got our didgeridoos, blah, 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 blah.
Oh, look, we're culture. Look, we've got diversity here. Yeah. I get exactly what you're saying. I mean, I've had this conversation before. I mean, I said, what kind of place exists with these crazy dangerous animals? Spiders bigger than birds? I mean, where else do you get that? I mean, someone tried to tell me the Amazon. And I'm like, what? The Amazon? That's a website. What are you trying to pull? Are you trying to pull one over on me? And then they tried to insult my geography as if I'm bad with rocks and stuff. I'm great with rocks. It's just David asks, Rag, can you be my daddy? I'm everyone's daddy. Susie Q is that Lego face man. Susie, I don't know what Lego face man you're talking about. Don't need to pay them for the brain. Blah blah. Yeah. Okay. Where
But
am I?
like, hang on 1 second, right?
Yeah.
People, they talk about the Aborigines of Australia. Oh, they were like noble savages, and they have this whole thing of the dreaming, right? Where, until the white man arrived, then, they were in this kind of liminal world where they were a part of the dreaming. I'm like, if you're existing amongst those vicious fucking animals that they say that are native to Australia, you can't be fucking dreaming, man. You got to be on your fucking toes 24/7. There's no time for fucking dreaming. So what's this bullshit about the dreaming?
So you're asking me the bullshit about the dreaming?
Yeah, I'm just making a observation. This is some bullshit, man. You can't be dreaming when you're living in Australia. Something's going to eat you.
I mean, it's a dangerous environment if it was a real place, but that's why I know it's not a real place. It's a very obvious thing. I mean, I'm really confused about spiders. I don't know what spiders you're talking about. What you eat? What spider? I'm so confused. I don't understand. I don't know, Hannah. Look behind me. Ah, a spider. I don't know. Is this guy drunk? I don't know. I don't know.
Who?
I don't know. Apparently, I think you. I mean, it's usually me who drinks when I live stream, but I wasn't doing that today, so.
I'm definitely drunk.
There's no spiders. He's not even arguing for Australia's existence. You're not, are you?
Who? Me?
You're not arguing for Australia's existence.
Oh, I'm highly skeptical that Australia is a place. Like, come on.
Exactly. Okay. As a fellow intelligent man, do you also believe that Wyoming doesn't exist? There is just too much evidence. I've not seen any evidence about Wyoming. I don't know anything about the place, so I don't know. If someone was to present the evidence to me, I would see. I would try and find it. I would be open to listening.
Well, when's the last time you heard about someone who, came up with something amazing and said, "Yeah, I came from Wyoming"? Like
that is a good point. I've never even met a person from there, so you could be onto something. You oops, the chat keeps scrolling too fast. Where was I? I'll also fight Mimulus in the end. Are you still talking about me fighting Eye Blabber Badger? I mean, I don't know what Eye Blabber's on about. He came in here and said we'll have a boxing match, and then he left. I mean, where is he? Is he running away now? He's like, oh, I really got him there. He's in for it now. I know he was running away. It has F. As if a scrawny little vegan is going to do anything. Does the United States exist? Why are people asking me, does this place exist? I mean, as far as I'm aware. Why are you dying at my impression, Susie?
Is Mars real?
Is Mars real? Pretty sure. What countries even exist? I'm pretty sure all the countries exist except Australia. So I guess all the countries actually exist because Australia isn't one of those countries.
Except Wyoming in
The universe is a
America.
simulation. I mean, that could be a possibility. That could be true. Yeah, I believe the moon landing was real. I do. I'm no conspiracy theorist, okay? I'm no flat earther. I'm no conspiracy theorist. I'm just telling you as it is. Australia's not real.
Wait, you believe in the moon landing?
Yes, New Zealand exists. Yes, I am real. Is Mars a donut? I feel like that's likely. I feel like that is likely. Does Scotland exist? Do the gays exist?
Hannah.
I mean, lots of things exist. Lots of things don't exist. We could go on forever about this. How many people have to ask me, does Scotland exist? It's ridiculous. Do you know how many times people even ask me that in my video comments before this stream? It's over and over again. Like, why? Wallace was 10 feet tall. Lovely. Hey, I'm no Holocaust denier. Do unicorns exist? Did I ever take geography? Yeah, I'm great with rocks and shit. Incoming mass shared existential crisis. Bespian, that can be arranged. Train spotting is a documentary. You're very correct about that. Why was I recommended this? Why go to YouTube? Why? Because this is quality content. Am I crying? Do I just always look like I'm crying or
You
something?
do.
People say
You're crying for the soul of humanity. That's what it is.
Basically, I'm crying because I'm so upset. I can't believe that people don't believe me. How did I come to the conclusion Australia doesn't exist? I've been over this. I'm not going over this again in this stream, I'm afraid. Ollie Brooks, please shut up. No one cares about you. Remember who you are. Remember what you stand for. And then try not to let that get you down. Yes, I have Facebook, but no, I do not use it. I am dying inside Ollie Brooks. And that's been happening for a very long time. Does YouTube exist? Yes. Yes. Are you high or something? Rag is a government agent trying to convince us that Scotland exists by distracting us by exposing Australia for being fake, because Australia is a fake country to distract us from the truth about Scotland. You're going to have to write an essay about that or put it into a video or something just so I can see that more, so I can understand a bit more what you're trying to say. Australia is actually a different planet with people who look like kangaroos and wear cowboy hats. Nah. Wyoming is a filler state made up by the government to make the USA an even 50 states. That's why you haven't heard anything coming from there. It's just filler. That's why it's a perfect rectangle. That would make a lot of sense. I'm starting to believe you. Do I exist? Of course I exist. You can, dude, beware your neighbor is under your bed. You can debate me right now if you want. You can get in here and talk to me. Just send me a DM on Twitter and I will send you a link to join and you can have your little debate right now, okay? Because I'm not scheduling another stream right now. Okay? My current Twitter is @notraghehe. I just posted it in the chat. Okay?
I'm on your side when this guy comes on. Let's get on with it.
Glad to hear it. V-Buck giveaway. What are you talking about? What are V-Bucks? Scottish people are all drugged, but the government has nothing to do with that. They took it upon themselves. That's more just more Scottish people are all drunk rather than drugged. But okay, I don't know what V-Bucks are.
Do you
Bitch, it's 5 a.m. here in Malaysia. You think I'm going to debate someone from Malaysia as if you know anything? Nonsense.
There is a pretty good argument for Scotland not existing.
You think?
It was a conspiracy by the European Union to just tip the vote on Brexit more towards the no side.
Best mate Ryan. Thanks, Hannah. Meme lollies. Oops, that said meme lollies. Ligma. Yeah. I am going to make a response to that video tomorrow. Okay? Come to Mars. No thanks. Ligma isn't funny anymore. I don't even who's Ligma?
What is Ligma?
I don't even know what Ligma is. What is that? I don't know what that is. That's nonsense. What is this? This sounds like as legit as the Australian flu, as if that's a real thing.
Australian what?
It's a made-up disease.
Australian flu. Well, Ben Tabner on Twitter wants to join. Here you go, Ben. There is a link.
But before someone else joins, I have a question that It's been on my mind ever since I found the channel. What's your favorite condiment?
My favorite condiment is salt.
Oh yeah, like a brother. Yep.
Is that Demi in the background? Where's
I
Demi?
wish.
I don't see Demi.
Hmm.
Oh.
Thanks.
Rag, you need to open the public's eyes about Wyoming. The only true powerful force smart enough to start it. I'll look at the evidence, I'll write it down, and I'll think about investigating it for a video. But no promises. Why do you have to tag me every time, dude? Beware your neighbor is under your bed. Why do you need to tag me every time? I'm reading the chat.
Malaysia?
You're from Malaysia, and I said Malaysia was trash. Salt isn't a condiment, it's seasoning. Then why is it on the table? Why do you get it in little packs? I think that makes it a condiment. No? Isn't it a condiment and a seasoning?
Both at the same time, actually. Yeah, technically.
Yeah, I think it's both.
Yeah. Just cunts out there just want to tear you down any chance they get, you know?
This guy hasn't joined yet. Where did this guy go? That was on Twitter.
It's only been 3 minutes.
It's only been 3 minutes.
Stop crying, right?
Yeah.
Stop crying.
Well, I mean, no, I know I was cock hungry monster wanting to get on your stream, but like, you know, most people they're like, yeah, sure, you know, maybe I might do it in 20 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what people always seem to think I'm crying for some reason. They either think I'm crying or I'm drunk. I mean, it's always those two things, sometimes both. So I blame the lighting. I mean, in the time of day, I mean, it's nighttime and I've got bad lighting in this room, so why is why is your neighbor under your bed? Are genders real? Of course genders are real. Debate with Jamie. Why am I debating with Jamie? Do you mean Jamie Pine?
Who's Jamie?
Jamie Pine. I made a worse than a child molester video about Jamie Pine.
Oh.
Jamie Pine is trash. And I would humiliate him so bad and he would cry himself to sleep every night for a month. I don't know why you're laughing. That's not anything to laugh about. That's very serious. And actually, I almost feel bad knowing that fact.
Yeah. Someone has cried themselves to sleep. Yeah. I mean,
Just like Blabber would cry himself to sleep every night for a year into his little race car bed. I mean, that's what would happen if we were to debate.
I mean, I already cry myself to sleep every night, so you know that's pretty traumatic.
Anna, you saw Daddy Yeet. Did you see? Blabber came in here and said we're going to have a boxing match. He said that. So who's your money on, everyone? Blabber or ragreynolds? I'm very nice, Hannah. I'm nice all the time. Yes, they all have race car beds. I'm not toasting anyone. Or animals in Australia. No one in Australia is an actor. It really annoys me when people say that I didn't call anyone an actor. Okay? So get it through your skull. I didn't call anyone an actor. I said the people there were drugged and brainwashed. There is a tremendous difference. Kangaroos are not real, though. They are robots.
Like,
Daddy says taking credit for finding your channel when I'm the one who sent him your videos. You mean I blabber?
Just as a thought experiment for people out there, like, couldn't you imagine that, you know, if anyone's out there has experimented with psychedelics, like maybe it's possible that all throughout your life you have been brainwashed to think that you live in the world that you do. You know, if you haven't like gone on a plane and gone 1,000 miles, how do you know that you aren't in some fucking what do you call that? The Jim Carrey movie where
the Truman Show.
Yeah. How do you know that you're not in the Truman Show unless you've gotten on a plane, gone 1,000 miles? You don't.
Exactly. You're very right there. Goodman, no, it's not real. I've said it over and over again. I'm 13 subscribers away from 2,000. I'm very happy about that. 13 away. It's very nice. Very good. I don't know who Sugandees is, but apparently I'm fighting Eyeblabber. So we'll see about that. I will destroy Eyeblabber. And then I'll go on to destroy someone else. Rag, what is your Twitter handle? It is at not rag he. That is my Twitter handle in the chat. Why do people come in here? What evidence do you have Australia isn't real? I mean, I've been going for like an hour here. And I've already spoken about this. And I've got videos about this, and I've got books about this. Yet people still come in and say, what's your evidence for this? I mean, can you just do some research on the things I've actually said?
Well, people are just self-important fucking twats, you know. They think, oh, this is all... I just arrived here 5 minutes ago, so you should tell me everything.
Yeah. Oh.
He's there, right? He should tell me.
Oh God, that David person.
David. Wait, who was David?
Yeah, we've been in the chat. It's just David, I think.
Oh, wait, the Ben guy joined the thing. You're going to be my 2,000 subscriber Cobalt Shock? Okay. What do you mean the things I've said aren't evidence? I have 9... Oh, I almost threw up in my mouth there. I had 19 videos on the subject of Australia.
No. You're just high, mate. You're high.
Say that again. Oh, he left.
What? He left?
Anyway, I have 19 videos on this subject. 19. And you're trying to tell me I didn't put any evidence in any of them? Have you watched all 19 videos? Some of these are interviews and little debates with people. Yet you think I've given no evidence? Nonsense. Absolute nonsense. How do you know? Have you watched all 19 videos? I bet you didn't even discover me until 19 minutes ago. And now you're trying to tell me I've got 19... Shut up. Emus are real. Emus aren't real, unfortunately.
What the fuck is an emu?
An emu is... Right, let's just imagine for a second that Australia is real. Now, let me just tell you a little story. There was a war called the Great Emu War in Australia that the Australians lost. They officially lost a war to a bunch of dumb birds. And I am not making this up. You can Google it. The Great Emu War. The Australians lost this war, according to history. Now, Australia is not real, so this didn't happen. But people believe in Australia, and if Australia was real, they lost a war to a bunch of dumb birds. And this is one of the reasons why I came to the conclusion that it couldn't be a real place, because that just sounded absolutely ridiculous. 2 men with machine guns lost a war to a bunch of birds. You give me a shotgun, I will take on the fucking entire emu population, and I'll come out with ammo to spare. And you're trying to tell me 2 guys with machine guns lost the Great Emu War to a few thousand fucking birds?
What, were these like 15-foot birds or something?
I mean, they are big birds, but they're not that scary. Emus have thick skin. Blah, blah, blah. I've got thick skin too. Come do something
how
about it.
thick does your skin have to be to repel a bullet?
I don't know. I would rip them apart with my bare hands and I'd feast on them for dinner. Where did they get all the money for the drugs? You skipped. What do you mean, where did they get all the money? We're talking about the New Zealand government. A government. You know, governments basically just print money. That is basically what they do. They just print money. It's not hard for them to get drugs. I would have a boxing match with 100 emus. You know what? I'll have a street fight with 100 emus. I'll take.
As you can see, you were talking to God,
and I'll come out
so
on top.
please
You
respect
shut
him.
up and stop interrupting me before I bury you where you fucking stand.
Brexit means Brexit. Out the IRA.
Anyway,
Sounds like it has throat cancer.
rag thick. Thanks
The
for that.
fuck was that?
I don't know. He certainly had throat cancer, as you just said. What do you think about Memulus? I don't have much of an opinion about Memulus other than the fact that I think he's a bit of an idiot. But I will get to that tomorrow in my response video to him. Okay. What is your thought on Stalin and USSR? No comment. Australia is real. Oh, that really convinced me, sweet. It really convinced me. Rag, gag. Oh, it's a continent. I mean, I don't see why the continent doesn't exist. I mean, of course it exists. It's just Australia doesn't exist. Why are people still asking me this question? Why are people... I've made it perfectly clear Australia is not real. So why are people asking me over and over again? Like, is my answer going to suddenly change or something? Of course not. Of course not.
Oh, you made a very important distinction here. Australia, maybe the continent itself, like the landmass, maybe it exists, but the government and the civilization that was set up there, you know, that's kind of iffy. If it couldn't stand up to a bunch of emus, how the fuck did it establish a civilization?
Well, I mean, they're apparently a country built from convicts. I mean, that's all you really need to know. People aren't really on meds for other things if they're Australian. Carotene goes first before anything else. Everything else is a delusion, and they've been brainwashed. They're drugged. You think Stalin knew that? If Australia doesn't exist, how come it hurts when I pee? Checkmate, atheists. Are gay people real, or they were injected with gay juice? That's amusing. Yeah, boy survived autism. Autism's killing me. Right.
You say your boy again. It was lovely when you said it.
Yeah, boy. Where's that video? You know that video where it's the longest yeah boy ever? That's a great video.
I've never seen that before.
Never seen that before. Does anyone know what that video is? I need to get that video up. That's one of my favorite videos. Okay, Bill Nye.
Bill Nye the Science Guy?
The longest yeah boy. Here we go. It's not very loud. Oh.
Not turn it up.
It's full. Just fucking do it.
Forward it.
Don't want to miss it. Oh my god. Can you just do it? Oh, he's doing it.
Well done.
It's like he's gonna burst a blood vessel. Okay, so should I try and recreate that?
No.
I couldn't.
Yes, please try.
couldn't. I'm afraid I couldn't.
Meme review.
Oh god, meme review. I'm going to react to Memulus's dumb video. I'm going to do it tomorrow. There will be a video up on my channel tomorrow going over that video. Okay? Okay.
I keep laughing at what you've done here rather than here.
Does anyone have any other questions? Because this was supposed to be a question and answer video. But we've answered the same questions a million fucking times. What do I have against iBlabber? Well, he's a liar. He's spreading fake news about me.
Good Doge.
And he doesn't know how to speak proper English.
Meme review.
Is Australia real? No. How do you get drugs everywhere? I don't know. I've never bought drugs before. Rag, you need to bring up the fact of the fake weather of Australia. They act like they got all 4 seasons a day like in Narnia. I mean, we get all 4 seasons a day in Scotland, so that could... I don't know, I can't fault them there. What do you think about Gagon? I don't know what Gagon is. That sounds like some sort of porn category. Scale 1 to 10,000. How much meth do I smoke? 1. I mean, does that just admit? I will donate $5 if you can prove Australia doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. And I mean, I've not got any evidence in front of me. I'm doing a live stream. Like, what do you want me to show you?
Well, generally, if you want to prove something exists, I mean, like, it's incumbent upon the person that suggests that it exists to provide the evidence. It's not for the person that says it doesn't exist to provide evidence.
Lyrios, can you feature my video about iBlabber where I defend you? Sure, I'll tweet it. That's what I'll do. I'll do that for you.
I don't think you should.
Vixie says, what do you think about how over 50% of Hispanics in America are on at least one form of government assistance? If that is true, then I think that is a serious problem that certainly needs looking into. And, yeah. But we already have evidence, which is a fucking map. Prove the map wrong. I've seen maps without Australia on the maps. So how about that? Australia is the Fortnite map. Shut up. Does Austria exist? Yes, Austria exists as far as I'm aware. I do not believe the Earth is flat, okay? What is ligma? I don't know what ligma is. So, oh, it's a made-up disease. Who made it up? Well, is that like Australian flu then?
Probably.
Do you exist? Yes, I do. No, I've never been to Finland. Finland's not a place I'm against going. Maybe I'll go there one day.
What's fun about Finland?
I don't know. It's Finland.
It's Finland.
Mexicans cook the best food ever.
I agree.
I'm not sure about that. I don't like spicy foods, so I don't really eat Mexican. I like good steaks. I like venison. I like lamb. I like gamey meats. Good steaks. That's what I eat. What if Australia does exist, but it's brainwashing people using radio waves to make certain people believe it doesn't exist so they could spread the truth? People here have opened their eyes. I mean, I guess anything's a possibility. Of course NASA and SpaceX went to space. Of course they did. Of course they did. I'm not an unreasonable man. I believe...
Lick my balls.
Thanos shoes?
Ben... You're back
Do
again,
you have
aren't you?
ligma?
Ben. Listen to me a second. Do you have a question?
Where do you get your drugs from?
My what?
Where do you get your drugs from?
My what?
You need to go to some sort of institute. Oh, this is brilliant.
I don't know what you're saying. Could you please speak English or something? I don't know what
Yeah,
language that
please.
was. Oh, he left.
Please.
Where'd you get your canvas from? You said.
My canvas from?
Yeah. Look.
I can't remember the website I got my 2 canvases from.
How did you not understand him?
I don't think. I think he was saying drugs. I was pretending I didn't know what he was saying.
I'm pretty sure he was saying him.
I wish this guy would hang around a bit longer. I mean, maybe there might be a conversation.
He's using his mum's iPhone, so he's using up all of her mobile data, and she'll get mad if he stays on too long. Who's my favorite YouTuber?
Me.
My favorite YouTuber, the LH Show channel.
Wow. Poor Hannah.
I don't know what Sugma is, so
It's some sort of version of the L1.
oh, the Ligma thing. Okay, the UK isn't real discuss. Okay, I will take 2 more questions. Okay, including this one. Delaney Wilson, where do the kangaroos come from? I already explained this. I have a lot of things out there already explaining this. Kangaroos are basically just robots. That's where they come from. Anyway, I'll take one more question. I will take one more question that I have not answered. Someone ask a question I haven't answered, and that'll be the last question I answer.
Please pick a good one.
Yes. I'm not answering that, Melon Gamer. I literally have a video with that in the title, the answer to that question. My favorite color. Oh, that's a really good question. I like purples and reds, I suppose. Do I have a pet? Yeah, I have a pet rock, and his name is Geralt.
Should I get the pen?
No, it's okay. You can leave the pet. He's sleeping. Was I in special ed? Nope. Your mom gay? I wouldn't think so. Is burrito real?
Burrito?
Sure. Spider. Have I ever eaten a chalupa? Nope. Sushi or pizza? I guess pizza. I don't eat sushi.
I love sushi.
Is your mom homosexual? Sure. What's your favorite? You really want me to read? Okay. What is your favorite I swallow cum? Yeah, okay. I read your question. Happy now? We'll laugh to yourself. Okay.
Oh my god, you did not just do that. Oh dear.
Okay. I think I'm going to end this stream. Because everyone's just asking the same questions over and over again. I will have a response video out tomorrow to Memulus. And I don't know when my next stream will be. I don't know what other videos I've got coming up. I need to think a bit more about that. But I will stream again sometime soon. And I have that video coming tomorrow. So until then, please make sure you're subscribed. Wow, I'm 12 subscribers away from 2,000. Hopefully I'll be there by tomorrow. Hopefully. Well, by tomorrow, that's an hour and a half away. Maybe not. After my tomorrow video. I'm glad you love my channel, Melon Gamer. Follow my Twitter, which is at notraghehe, or my Instagram is ragreynolds. That's a better place to go, I suppose. Yeah, and I think that's it. The rest of my links are in the description of this video. You can buy books, get very great Patreon content, and that's about it. So until next time, everybody, you are all welcome, society. And I should have timed that better so I actually had the stop broadcast button right next to me, but I didn't. So, Anton, would you like to say goodbye?
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, Anton. We ejected Anton. Okay. Everyone else, Yes, I wrote 2 books, actually. The links are in the description down below. Oh, okay, pass them. Hold on. The Epitome of Perfection, the step-by-step guide to being a great human being. I published this only 16 years old in 2013. And then last year I published this, Medium Rare, a guide to fine dining and perfect timing. You can buy both in the description down below. They are also available as perks for my Patreon. So check those out if you're interested. And until next time, for real, I'm going to go now. You're all welcome, society.